Hey skeletons, and welcome to the second episode of Skeletor Makes Suggestions. Um, this is a war attack by Dirty D on the same war as the one by Big Daddy, actually, and we got another 99% 2-star, which is simply a travesty, honestly. It's really sad. But again, it was the cold-blooded Go-Ho, 99%. So basically, what he's going to do is he's going to lure the clan castle right here with, I think, 4 hogs, which is more than you want. And then he's going to do a cold-blooded attack up here towards the queen. And then, yeah, so what I'm going to say right away is notice how there are 1, 2 big bomb spots, the 4 in the core, and then 2 down here. Those are, and none of them are double spots, obviously, but those are the only good spots. Everything else would be avoidable, unless he's going to put it in between these army camps. There are no spots, they're all trashy spots. So when looking at bases like this, the kind of things you want to realize are that you can, first of all, this BK being out here throws his lure for a big loop, okay? So what he should have done is drop, and notice where the boundary is. It's really close to that. I mean, it's only by that wall. So what he should have done is dropped a balloon right there as close as possible. 2 balloons on the wizard tower, 1 on the cannon, and then he could have dropped a giant also in that same place because so that the balloons come out as well. That way you're using the same number of troops, but you guarantee both of these defenses are killed, and the Barb King will not be able to kill the giant before the lure happens. And then you totally avoid this big bomb spot until cleanup, okay? And then with your cold-blooded portion of the attack, you'll be able to take out or eliminate those spots if those are big bombs as well, which would leave you only these spots in the core, which would be totally avoidable by using 1 heal spell over the Expo and a 2nd heal spell over the other Expo, and you'd be done. So those are the kind of things you have to look for when you're doing these attacks so that you ensure a higher probability of success for that 3-star. Eliminate those spots whether they're going to be a problem or not, because obviously all of them can't be big bomb spots. But without further ado, let's go ahead and watch what happens. So 4 hogs on this, and the king is going to take out most of them. And it almost works, but that dragon gets there just too fast. And now what happens is, at the end of the raid, the hogs are going to end up funneling down into these archer towers, and then they're going to go right into this cannon, and they're going to get hit by the big bombs right there, next on either side of the gold storage. And that's going to hurt his cleanup, which is slows him down, and then he runs out of time. So if you would have dropped 2 balloons in front of the wizard tower, 1 in front of the cannon, and then a giant in front of the cannon, that would have drawn all the troops out, or even a barb, right in front of the cannon, just enough to draw the balloons out, would have been good. Both of the defenses would have been taken out, and because all it takes is 2 hits from a balloon. So maybe you would have wanted to use a hog on the cannon, but you get the idea. That ensures that both those defenses are taken out, and then hogs will go right to cleanup, and they avoid that big bomb down there. So I don't know why he dropped a hog over here. Doesn't really serve a purpose. I don't think this was a secondary attack, so there wasn't like a pre-triggered, outside big bomb he could have done. And frankly, it leaves me sort of confused. because now that is 5 hogs down, which could have been used for cleanup. Now, secondly, I don't know why he only brought. Oh, that's why. Okay, so he brought 5. He brought 8 wizards. Okay, and he's gonna save 3 of them for cleanup, which you really only need 2 for cleanup. But wall breakers obliterate those black walls. Poison spell. Now, here's another thing. I know this is, again, it's a brand new thing, so we can't really blame Dirty for this, but only drop 1 poison spell on the actual clan castle for slowing purposes. He should not have dropped 2. He should have saved the second one either for these balloons or even better for the skeleton traps that happen in the center of the base, which I will touch on when we get to that part. But now he goes ahead and he drops the last wizard, which was a little too late. He realized he needed the extra push. And the king is going to die because he does not properly wait until the clan castle makes it all the way to his cold-blooded attack before he does the clan castle kill. This is what I was talking about with Big Daddy's attack. You have to lure down here, eliminate both those turrets, then draw them up, drop that barb on this outer building, whatever that was, wait till the clan castle troops get to about this defense right here where the golem is, then you drop the ring of archers, or at least a couple archers for distraction, wait till the clan castle gets all the way up there, then you drop 2 wizards, then you drop the king, queen, then right before, and so to ensure that your golem is not targeted, you drop the golem after that, right when the clan castle is going to die, or just before that, when you know for sure it's not going to get targeted, or that it's not going to take too much damage. Again, 1 or 2 hits from a dragon is really not going to be the end of the world against a level 5 golem. So don't feel too worried about that. But again, if you would have been more effective on the lure, not wasted time, and made sure that the clan castle got all the way out here and then more effectively killed it all at once, he would have saved that poison, the king wouldn't have died, and he would have been better use of time. He would have been a better use of time. Because now he wasn't exactly able to wall break in very far, so his golem is going to be behind his queen, which is not good, especially since there's no king left alive. Really good, solid 2 streams, though. So there we go. So we know that there were 2 bombs right there. I mean, that's just, you got to know that. And you got to know that the next 2 bombs are going to be down there. And now you realize that that is a critical mistake that he wasn't able to take out this cannon. Heal spell placement is very good, though. The 2 streams were very good. And that was the mistake. So he should have known that the bombs were going to be right there and right there. And he should have overlapped both of them like this left one here. He should have waited a couple more seconds. His hogs are all pretty high health. So this was another critical mistake. He should have moved this spell all the way down here so that they were both touching this gold mine. And because now we see that right there, they both run through the bombs, and now he loses most of his remaining hogs. So he does have a lot of hogs left, but now he's got to go all the way over here, which again is a huge waste of time. And another few hogs are going to die in the process. So again, this is another big mistake with hog attacks, is that if you don't evenly sweep over a base, you're going to have these issues where they get all the way down to this bottom part, and then they have to run this way or that way, back across the whole base, and it's just like those nightmare attacks at Town Hall 7 where you got to recross the whole base to where your dragons started. Huge waste of time. Something that he could have done is deployed in 2 streams, just like how he did, and then dropped 4 hogs on both of those spots to take those out and then move down, and they would have joined up with the other hogs, sort of where these gold storages are. That would have been a really effective, clean deployment, would have been smoother, would have swept across the base evenly, and it would have saved him a lot of time. Now, I said that he lost a lot of hogs on that bomb, and this is why it becomes important. Because watch, they're all pretty stupid, and they attack that dark barracks, which, you don't want to blame any of this on bad luck, but it is pretty unlucky. And then he's not going to have enough hogs to take out that king. 1 hog left, and he's not going to be able to take out this final builder's hut. Okay, so the lure got kind of sloppy. He didn't get the whole CC together in one place, so he could effectively take it out all at once. The hogs didn't move evenly across the base, and he didn't save those 2 wizards to do cleanup, because he should have dropped them on those builders' huts on the corners there and there after the hogs got through about to the core of the base. They would have taken out those huts, they would have walked, and they would have started picking up those trash buildings on the outside. Would have saved him a lot of time, and he would have gotten the 3-star for sure. So, again, learn from this. Be more effective with your use of time. Be more effective about where you lure. Be more effective about making sure that your cold-blooded attack is taking out the clan castle. And then make sure you're using 1 poison on the clan castle and then 1 poison on the skeletons. And again, I'll touch on that in another video, I think. All right, so until next time, stay spooky, everyone.